So today, I'm going to take my first look at the National Museum of the United States Army here at Fort Belvoir. So that ought to be fun. So here I am at the National Museum of the Army, and yeah, I like the little plaques they've got for the different units. Have to include the engineers because, engineers. And then the big red one, very famous. So that's on the outside. Now let's go to the inside. Famous People Gallery. And then they go to Army and Society, which is an interesting display. Corps of Engineers, other things where, the Army has impacted society or society has impacted the Army. Distribution of supplies, fighting yellow fever, electronics and communications equipment. Oh yeah, MacArthur fired, so civilian control of the Army. Things like that. Flight. And then we go to the Revolutionary War and colonial periods. Got a lot of stuff, mostly small arms, armor, muskets of various sorts, artillery, little diagrams and displays, a little short movie clip. And then War of 1812, sabers, cutlasses, more uniforms, small arms, and then off we go to the American Civil War. And the fact that there's a lot of people from West Point fought on each side. Got a cannon, uniforms of the artillerymen, small arms, lots of small arms, more small arms, Zouaves, unit flag, more uniforms, and then we transition to post-Civil War, expansion in the West, Spanish-American War, China expedition, Philippines, and then World War I. A lot of nice displays on World War I, including an FT-17, excellent little tank, and uniforms, small arms, etc., plus a little stuff on the Germans. And then we go to World War II, because that's a big display. We've got a nice Sherman in there, some motivational posters, landing craft, and then they also cover Burma and China and Pacific. Just general information on other stuff. A little bit of the Japanese Army. And VE Day. Back to the Pacific and China. And the rather short-lived camouflage uniform. And then say goodbye to the Air Force. Now we go to the Cold War. That's my time. Everything from Korea through Vietnam and the fall of the Berlin Wall. My favorite weapon system ever. If you know, you know. Not want to be the one to use it. Jeeps, small arms, both ours and the enemy's. Hey, a little MASH base. Look at that. Vietnam uniforms, Vietnam helicopter, China Beach there. More the fun equipment. And then we transition from Vietnam into the Cold War. And then we head into Operation Iraqi Freedom and the Global War on Terror. We've got a lot of stuff from that as well. And then eventually, after we get through all this uniform and equipment, we get to a special display on the 250th anniversary of the American American Revolutionary War or American War of Independence. They have two separate sections for that. There's one downstairs at the back of the museum, and then there's another one upstairs. This is the stuff in the downstairs one. And it's mostly art related. Not a whole lot of actual stuff. But upstairs, there are actual things from the war. And a lot of mannequins dressed. Little vignettes. And lots of stuff from that. And then Yorktown, a little mortar from that, French uniform, and then move on to the end as we compare 250 years of the Army and